by my work. So, it gives me that good feeling in my heart that I'm able to inspire these children. So because of that, I applaud Grace's, inspir that I admire her for this young age, that she already knows what she want to do when she grows up, that she wants to be a fashion designer, and to inspire her more. I spoke to the people in my company, and we have decided that we named one of our bags in our newest collection called Micro Minaudier Collection. So we named one of the bags Grace.
Oh, that's so beautiful. That is just so, so beautiful to hear this story and see it come to fruition. It takes two, it takes an army, right? It took Grace, you taking your passion and bringing that to fruition. And now you are a big time fashion designer in the world, but always going back to your roots and looking how you can make a difference in the world. And now you have almost 11-year-olds, Grace. And Grace, how does it feel? You have a bag that's actually named after you.
I was really shocked and I was really surprised, but it feels really good.
Yeah, it does feel good, I'm sure, because this is a critical point, I think, in your life that will, take you one way or the other, right? We all have to make choices as adults and as children. But, somewhere I always find that when I interview people, there was somebody somewhere that inspired them. And I'm so glad that, all three of us live in Warwick, New York, and we have the opportunity to share a story like this, and hopefully will inspire someone else to follow their dreams and their passion like Aya did and like you're doing now, Grace. So,
Yeah, Grace is amazing. At her age, she's already drawing designs, beautiful designs, and she even has a name already picked up for her future atelier.
oh, interesting. Well, I have a program that a friend of mine runs called YEA. It's called Young Entrepreneur Alliance, and it's adults in the class. However, and my friend started this program years ago. I was in one of her very first classes way back in, I think, 2017 or 18. And it's really grown tremendously. And she's taken this program into Africa now, and she's in 28 countries
Wow.
in Africa. But why I'm telling you that story, in our adult class that we have 32 students, actually tonight is our final class, 10 weeks. We have a young woman in the class whose family is from the Bahamas, but she's only 11 years old, and she just steps right up. I say she's sitting at the big table with the adults, just like you are, Grace. So this is really a blessing to have you on board with us today and hearing these stories. So if you just tuned in to Horse Sense Radio, I'm your host, Christine Rolando, and I'm here today with award-winning international fashion designer from Warwick, New York, originally from the Philippines, and her brand is known worldwide, second to none. You were named one of the, in 2019 and 2020, Woman to Watch in Business Disruption honorees. That's amazing. I remember seeing that article, and you were a woman to watch back then, and you still are a woman to watch. But what did that feel like, Aya, to be named and have that designation?
Oh, that was like 1 year after I started the business, and it was just mind-boggling to me, especially when I found out that the list of retail executives that are on the list that made the cut are executives from Burberry, executives from Macy's, executives from big companies, and to see my name in the middle of those lists was just, like unbelievable to me. And I'm just so thankful for people to see the work that I've done. And, because it definitely took a village for us to make the bags, to make the business. And it also give back to the people, and the people that heard about, the people that makes the bag and heard about it. It makes them have this good feeling in their heart that something that they made, that they put their hands on, went worldwide, and get recognition worldwide.
Well, let's talk about the bags. Let's go back if someone just tuned in with the bags that are made in the Philippines. Can you kind of take us through the process of that?
Oh, it's a very tedious process. I know when people look at it, they just think that, it's just put together when I tell them it's handmade. No, it takes about a week and a half to even finish one bag. That's how that's how tedious it is because it's individually woven from small fibers, and we have to teach every person that weaves it on how to weave it, how to make the weaving tight, and it really becomes like a livelihood program for them. And not only that, we have people that are sourcing the wood, polishing the wood on the other side, and then on the other side we have people that are sourcing the shells from the restaurants, polishing the shells because we don't want it to go to waste. So we source from local restaurants there too, where we manufacture it. And yeah, it really is like a village
So
to make the bag.
can you clarify? Did you say restaurants?
Yes, from their waste shells from when they where they sell shellfish.
Oh, I
So
see.
we gather it from the restaurants, and then we polish them and put mother of pearl in the bags. That's why you see that we have mother of pearl and black lip shell handles in the bags. Those are really from scratch, and then our weavers and makers polish them and put it in the bags.
They're beautiful. I have to say, they're absolutely beautiful. You've been so generous through the years for helping with the SAIL Foundation, actually, Strategic Access for Independent Living. I said SOAR, but SOAR was the conference where we met, and then
Yes.
SAIL is the SAIL Strategic Access for Independent Living. It was the foundation that you supported through the years, and you always are so generous, and I'm grateful for that. But I want to tell you,
No, I'm
whenever
grateful to you too because you've been doing all these great things, and you actually inspire me with the things that I do too because you do a lot of great things for other people as well.
Well, I wanted to tell you when we put the silent auction together and your bag is up there, usually it's the one they fight over. I know. It's the one that people run up and they try to get their names down on the silent auction as quick as they can to get one of the most beautiful bags. So if you'd like to see Aya's designs, go to iasthreads.com. That's iasthreads.com, and you can see the beautiful work that Aya has created, the designs, and as she said, a village of people in the Philippines that are bringing this product here to America mainstream and global markets. So, but we have some big news. I want to share something pretty special that's coming up in September. The Grace. The Grace is that, do you call it the Grace or do you call it Grace?
Yeah, the Grace bag.
Okay, so the Grace bag, the Mina Adu, I'm not doing very good with my French.
Minodier.
Minaudière, the Grace Minaudière will be on display in Paris in September. How exciting is that? Where will that be?
That's gonna be displayed at La Poste du Louvre building. So if you guys are going to Paris in September, please do visit and take pictures. It's gonna be about 5 minute walk from the iconic Louvre Museum. So it's gonna be in a beautiful building called La Poste du Louvre. It's the old post office at the Louvre.
Oh, in September. Will it be the whole month of September it'll be on display?
We're gonna well we're gonna have other bags there on display also, but we do have a space there for the company, so it's gonna be ongoing. It's not just for the whole month.
Okay, now let me ask you this. We're almost out of time. So before I let you go, Grace, do you have anything that you want to share with our listeners or any story or anything at all you'd like to say to some young person that might be listening?
Sure. I think it's really amazing for me to be with like a really famous fashion designer at my age. So I just think it's really cool because a lot of kids don't get this chance. So I just want to say to like keep on doing what you love, and I don't know, just have fun with it.
I think that's wisdom. You just, as a 10-year-old, you shared very, very good wisdom with our listeners
Right. That was
because
really good.
Grace, as you grow and as you can ask your mom, even as adults, we're always, growing and learning. So 10, 11, I won't tell you how old I am, but every day you have to look for opportunities to share and grow. And at this stage of my life, I'm like, I want to bring people along, uplift them, and help them achieve their goals. I think the more people that you can help be successful, the more blessings in our hearts that we have. Don't you agree, Aya?
I do definitely agree to that. And use your passion, use your talent to do good in the world.
And what you're doing, you're breaking the cycle of poverty there in the Philippines. And some people might say, oh my gosh, that's overwhelming. How do I do it? But you did it with starting with the seed of your dad, helping, teaching you, and you learning what you did. And now you're sharing that with others here in our own community, all the way over here in Warwick, New York. So I applaud the both of you for doing what you're doing. And we're grateful. Tell our listeners again how they get in touch with you, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, please visit our website at www.iasthreads. We are also on Instagram at iasthreads, THREADS. And yeah, let's chat. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM. And I usually check the messages too, along with other people in the social media that manages my social media, but I would love to connect with all of you guys.
Listen, ladies, thank you so much for being my guest today on Horse Sense Radio. Again, you can find this recording. It will be posted on equineappraiser.net. That's equineappraiser.net. You'll find the recording. And we encourage you to share it with others, other young people, other designers, or other horse people. It doesn't matter because this show is all about making a difference. And that's what my two guests today are doing, making a difference in the world. And thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you so much, Christine, for having us. Thank you. We're very grateful to be on your show.
All right. Hopefully we'll get out to Paris in September and be able to see this Grace bag firsthand. God bless the both of you.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right.
Thank
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today on Horse Sense Radio. Again, if you'd like to listen to this or share it, go to equineappraiser.net. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, and any of your podcast broadcasting vehicles. We are making a difference in the world. That's why we have Horse Sense Radio. Perhaps you have a good guest that you'd like me to interview. Feel free to reach out. Send me an email at horses@warwick.net, and we'd love to have your guest on. Remember, keep horsing around. It just makes sense.